may have heard of this game. We're going to talk about Ride to Hell Retribution.
Never heard of it.
Now, I was fortunate to be able to play this game and get through it all, actually. So
you played the whole thing?
Can we run the gameplay footage for it, please? So here we go. And if you've heard of this game already, chances are it's because of the low review scores that everybody who's seen it
never heard of either of those developers
giving it. All anyone's been doing has been talking about how terrible this game is. So I want to get one thing out of the way. The game does have issues. It has a lot of them, actually. But I think some of the critics were a little bit too hard on this title. People were reporting bugs, glitches, crashes, continuity errors, and all that type of stuff. I did see some of those, but I think I played it on PC, and I think I avoided a lot of those things. One of the things people complained about right off the bat, so during the intro movie, it jumps from like about 3 to 4 different sections, like straight out of the gate, and it makes you play them. So everybody that played it said, "Oh, I just did this, and now I'm on something else. This doesn't make any sense. What's going on here?" But if you were paying attention, the game actually
100%.
makes you play the intro on this thing. And that's what it does. It jumps from piece to piece. It's different parts of the game all in one thing, and it's just making you play it, so it's not a huge deal. I mean, another thing they said was you die for no reason all the time. And after playing the game, I can see why they would say that. But when you die in this game, you just got to kind of pay attention because if you die in this game, it's usually because the enemies killed you or because you screwed up a timed section of the game where there was a time limit. Because a lot of times it's not always obvious. Like,
so are the instructions not so clear at the beginning of whatever it is you're about to play, and then people died not knowing that was the... Is that what you're saying?
No, I think the mistake was that a lot of times it'll feel like you just died out of nowhere and you didn't know what was going on. But it's really... A lot of things in this game are delayed. So I want to get into
It sounds very difficult to play. I'm wondering why they're complaining about it.
The two words I'll use to describe this game are clunky and budget. Everything in this game feels like I
love budget stuff.
Just budget everything, and the gameplay in general is just clunky. So
the graphics, they look like they have highly detailed skins on really bad frames.
Sergeant Ski says it looks like Sons of Anarchy.
I think that's why.
That's probably what they were going for here.
So
it's not a game; it's a show.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty popular right now.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think actually one of the main characters is modeled after one of the guys on the show.
Yeah.
I think I'm not positive, but anyways, when I use the word clunky,
it's road rash.
Everything in this game is clunky. It's the brawler combat is clunky. The guns are clunky. Aiming, the bikes are clunky. The other vehicles, you get to drive a vehicle a couple different times. Even your player character, you can see it a little bit here. The movement is clunky. I'm trying to aim with the mouse. I eventually got used to it.
Is this you playing?
No, this isn't me playing. This is somebody else. But you can see here, he's just kind of going at it, and he's getting it from every angle here, and it's just This is a good thing to point out.
You can knock that guy's hat off.
It's difficult to actually switch enemies. Like you'll be fighting a guy, and it's difficult to change your focus from one enemy to the next.
Yeah.
So what you saw right here, that's a rage attack. So you've got you've got a rage attack that the main character Jake can use. And,
really spins around.
Yeah. if you do that, it kicks off this like kind of insta kill thing, but you still have to go through all the motions with the QTE. So. Let's see, what else did I have?
How's the sound?
The sound is all right. I mean, the soundtrack has it's just generic like rock music.
Creed.
It's really generic. That's getting to my point about everything just
Jeff's
really,
favorites.
really budget sound, budget animation, budget gameplay.
Yeah. I do like how that in that gas station scene though, the what was his name? Hot Pepper or whatever from Streets of Rage 2 is there. The fat guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
There's like 10 of those guys.
I know, but they all have a different name. That's why I can't think of one specific name.
He just makes that noise like
So in terms of everything just being budget, a good example is, as you can see, the character models. Everything is just, all the NPCs are recycled.
Eat an apple.
The girls especially.
So what was good about the game, though?
I'm getting to that.
All right, it's a long list.
I'm getting to that. Yeah, I want to get all the complaints out of the way.
Is there anything good about this game?
Let's see. Yeah, we talked about the range attack. Yeah, just in terms of everything being budget, like Like the girls in particular in this game, they just have this really vacant look on their faces the whole time. It's
Yeah.
like not a whole lot of effort was.
Well,
put
I
into
think
it.
we've
Just the
gotten
way
used
it
to a
was.
lot of facial characterization, or how you want it, a lot of emotional expression through faces in games lately, and it's when you see it not there, you suddenly are like, whoa, this looks like crap, you know what I mean? But like, what, 8 years ago, nothing had that. Everybody looked that way, you know?
Yeah, but it's not that unusual. Any girl that I've ever dated has that vacant look at her.
Of course!
Yeah, so it's not.
Well-
I think they captured it perfectly.
I think that's you, though, Tom. That's not... You know,
That's just me.
that's not an accurate slice of the population.
No, this game
That's
looks
so
pretty
weird.
realistic.
And so yeah, again, everything is very budget. You know, one thing they do to stretch the playtime out is they just throw waves and waves of enemies at you. It gets really boring, especially if you're
Snag some drugs.
if you're brawling. Like there's a shooting part here that's you're gonna see in a minute. But if you're brawling the enemies, it just takes forever. And if you got to fight all these waves that they just keep throwing at you, it gets super boring. One thing I found out though is if this can help you save some time. If I eventually figured out after playing this, you can just use some of these guys, like right here. This guy's going to try and run up and attack you because, he's got a gun. But
It is quite jumpy.
The enemies that don't have guns, they'll run up and try to fight you, but you can force the game. Like, you can just shoot everybody, and that cuts down the time a lot. So when you're dealing with just waves and waves of guys, you can chop about half your playthrough of a level down if you just shoot everybody. And I thought that, I mean, it is cheating a little bit, so you can cheese the game that way. But
I feel like it's cheating if you're just using a weapon in the
yeah,
game.
but the way they do it is weird. Like when you're supposed to be doing what you can tell when they intended you to be doing a brawling section, the guys will run up and try to fight you, and you immediately switch to a melee weapon if the guys are close to you. So what you can do is you can
I think
force.
like even right here, there's like environmental kill
There is,
signs
yeah.
like all over the place. They're supposed to use those
Yeah.
instead of just shooting everybody.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You can force yourself to back away, pull a gun out, and just shoot everybody, which is not how they. It's obvious it's not
They
how they
didn't
expect you to
intend
play
for
it.
it?
But yeah,
At least they left that in there.
So
But-
the AI is not very good.
that's what I'm getting at. So if like,
Seems like it's easy to get some headshots on it.
and as long as you have enough ammo, if you have enough ammo, you can
Right.
do this. But it does feel kind of cheap. You know,
It's really jumpy.
the story is just totally run of the mill. So the story is essentially that this devil's hand biker gang kills the main character Jake here, kills his family right at the beginning of the story. So Jake has to hunt down every one of these gang bosses and kill them all, and like that's it. That's the entire story. So you know, nothing super compelling there. You know, I'll mention a couple issues I had with the gameplay. There was this aiming issue I had when I was near cover.
You still haven't gotten to the positives yet.
I'm getting to it. This game has a cover. It's Unreal Engine 3, so of course they got a cover system. But I had this weird issue where I wouldn't get into cover, but I would get close to it and I try to aim, and the game would like pull you back. Like, this is they're showing. This is the trading actually. You pick up drugs and you get to you sell all these drugs back to this other guy, and that's how you get money. This game is like
breath.
completely disconnected. It's just everything is all over the place, and you can tell this game was supposed to be an open world game before, but they so anyways,
It's Big Mother Truckers.
this crazy aiming issue I had though, like I'd be close to cover and the game would just zoom you out. Like if you're not in cover but you're close to it, I'd be trying to aim at guys and it would just zoom me out. It was a complete nightmare.
Yeah.
The cover system in general is just very inconsistent. Sometimes you can, if you're in cover, you can move back and forth. Sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes it doesn't let you. It's just you got to just overall everything is very budget, and there's an overall lack of polish on everything. So you know, overall,
Yep, all positives.
Yeah, I was just even like looking at like the landscapes from the video footage, and just like you said, it's just very budget.
Budget.
yeah.
Budget.
All right, so
Looks
finally,
fun.
let's get to the parts that I did like. You know, I did like. The
We still haven't
driving
got to that
sections.
yet.
The what?
You said you didn't get to those
That's what I
yet.
said.
Yeah,
No,
like, it was like 5 minutes ago. You were like, all
Yeah,
right, now we're going to talk about
you
some
like
things
the
I-
driving section, but I'm looking at this.
Giving
this,
Tom an emotional.
No, this
boner.
actually
this
Got
truck,
the
it
Mad
looks
Max
really
tribute level
this
here.
crappy.
It wasn't bad. Some of that is because of the footage, but this,
It's
I
really
mean, that thing
stiff.
handles. Yeah, it is very stiff.
And it
But
moves
this-
really fast
They
from side to
mix.
side.
They do mix it up a little bit. And the thing is with these driving stages are dragged out a lot as well. Like I mentioned, just waves and waves of enemies. This is where the game, I think, it's artificially, you know, padded.
They
with
add
this
time
type
to it
of
just
stuff.
by
yeah,
making the
so it's
missions
just you got to
long.
fight tons of enemies, or you got to do this driving stage for like 20 minutes when it could have been like 5 or 8 tops, and it still would have been fine. But yeah, I did like some of the driving. The bike riding is cool. If you want to customize your bike, there's actually a ton of stuff you can get. There's more customization options for your bike than you would expect. But the stupid thing is, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect how the bike works. It doesn't affect anything on the bike.
There's no
It's just-
actual upgrade?
it's just visual. So
Wow.
so that's kind of stupid. You can unlock new.
It's like when you can paint your car in a racing game.
You can unlock new paint colors, but again,
So
it doesn't
what?
affect anything. Like I said too, you can definitely tell that this game was supposed to be open world. There's a lot of environments that are fully built out. But the game railroads you into where you're supposed to go for the story, and that's it. Like if you try to move off the story path, it pushes you back in. So, I'm gonna say that it's kind of sad because it was intended to be something else, but it probably should have remained canceled, which it was. I think at least once, maybe possibly several times. It would have done better at least 5 years ago, but. That's...
And this is a console game?
Yeah, this is PC, PlayStation 3, and 360.
Full price kind of game, or?
No, I believe it's like $39 or maybe even a little bit cheaper. But some people were
$59
people were upset with it even at that price.
Yeah.
So overall, I'll wrap it up. I'm gonna only recommend this game if you can get it for a couple bucks, and there's nothing else to play. Or if you really like games about biker gangs and biker dudes, so. It is. I mean, it is a.
I was gonna say they should have renamed it to like Sons of Anarchy, the game, and probably sold
probably.
Got the license.
I feel like there
No,
is one.
You said it was better than like many of the reviewers gave it. What would you give it?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. I would give it at least a 5 because it is a complete game. There's nothing super broken with it. It is a complete
Sounds
story.
like there is.
It's very disjointed. I mean, there's parts where it'll just be sitting there like, oh, okay, what the heck happened? But it is a complete thing. There's nothing that prevents you from playing it, or there's nothing that like really ruins the entire thing. It's just overall very low
mediocre.
quality.
Poor quality.
Yes, very very low quality, unfortunately.
Okay.
Budget Bikers, the game. So that was coined
Budget
by Sergeant
Bikers?
Ski.
Budget
Sorry, Sergeant Ski said that they should call the game Budget Bikers.
Not a bad idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, the chat has decided that the word of the day is budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was my intention. That was my intention putting
the
these
screen
notes
every
together. That's how I would describe it.
Well played, chat room.
Yes.
Just like Jeff's wardrobe, budget.
Clunky and budget. Absolutely.
This is an official WWE
Clunky
shirt. There's
wardrobe.
nothing budget about it.
It's official.
It's official.
It's
Official. It's a shirt.
It's authentic.
Ill-fitting
But-
wardrobe, budget wardrobe.
It doesn't. I wore my Star Wars shirt yesterday.
Okay. But you're not on TV yesterday, or a screen of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, class it up.
Let's wrap this up. Some
next
people
game.
also mentioned that this is the worst. The worst game of the year, but more additionally, worst game of this console cycle or of this generation. I can understand that. I would say for me, definitely the worst game I've played all year. It takes the cake for that. I don't know about. There's some pretty broken Kinect games and
Well,
other stuff out there.
I
so.
did purchase.
Kinect games
What was
but
that
that's a
Burger
weird
King game?
What about
Sneak King?
Yeah.
I did purchase Sneak
That
King
came
for
out on the
Xbox
360,
for
yeah.
360. So
That
So, I
game's
don't know.
good.
Yeah,
That's a good game.
I'm willing to name it worst game I've played this year. Sadly, it does earn itself that title, but worst game of the entire console generation. I don't know. So
I'd
so
have
there
to say
you go.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
So there you
Come
go.
I would have to say Guacamelee.
But the best game,
Ride to Hell Retribution. If you like biker games or biker gang games,
I think this is a don't bother.
just play
It's an adult-
Booger Man.
pretty much.
Yeah, just play Booger Man, guys.
All right.
Honestly, do yourselves a favor. Just stop playing your new systems. Play Booger Man. Stop watching our show and go play Booger Man. Stop it. Just stop it, everybody. Just stop it, okay?
you get to fly with farts powered by chili peppers.
Cling
Come
tenaciously to my buttocks.
So there you go. Ride to Hell
Powdered
Retribution.
toast